I've got a subject for y'all. It's not just for trucking, not just with bikes, but for life in general, everything in general. Why is it a man is not supposed to have feeling? A man is not supposed to have remorse. A man is not supposed to take and have emotion. This day and age, even at my age, 52. Yeah, we're tough. We're strong. We've been designed and brought up to hold stuff in, to manage it, to not show weakness. Just because a person can have emotion, a person can have feeling, doesn't make them weak. It shows them more character about them. But also to that point, it could bring weakness. Also, not having that. If you got emotion, you got strength, you got this, and you can show it. It actually shows that you're not a machine. These days, I feel like a machine. You're expected to be the one that the rock that everybody leans on, the one that has to figure and sort the problems, have an answer for everybody, to be there for everybody, which is what I've done most of my life. And granted, yes, that's what I've done. That's what I've become. The other times I don't have an answer. I might say I have an answer. I don't. And I'm racking my brain and frying myself to get that answer. Where there's a will, there's a way. I find a way, one way or another. But there's a limit to that. People get used to it, and they start taking it for granted, abuse it. They start, you start getting taken advantage of. There's times that I could use a person to lean on. I could use that person to say, hey, they're there for you. A person say, hey, how you doing today? Is there something I can do for you? Or, the person says, I appreciate all that you do for us. We're glad you're here. Those things could be a nice thing to hear to help boost our morale, to help keep us going, keep us moving in the right direction, make us feel like the effort we put forth is worth it. But when you don't get that, you start questioning yourself, why am I doing this if it's not appreciated? Why is it's being demanded of me now instead of, appreciated that it's being done when it doesn't have to? When a person goes out of their way to do something, to make something happen, and the other person doesn't even, respond that it even happened, or that it was like nothing than getting a piece of bubble gum out of the bubblegum machine. No big deal. But they don't realize the pain, the sweat, the tears that had to go in to get it. If I want something extra, I have to stay on the road longer, work harder, throw them chains and straps, just that much faster and quicker, get on that road, do another load, stay away from home longer. And that tears me up. I like to go home. I like to spend time with the family, but it would be so much different if people, appreciated what we did as drivers, appreciated what we did as husbands, boyfriends, grandfathers. A little appreciation goes a long way. We don't ask for much from people, at least with most people that I know, most men that I know. We're supposed to be the rock for the foundation, but sometimes our foundation can get pretty damn shaky. We could use that little bit of support to help hold everybody and everything up. It's, after a while, I guess it gets to be routine, and it don't have to be routine. People just show their appreciation and respect. I don't ask for much. Most people I don't ask for much. Granted, there's probably the buttholes that do. You got the assholes out there that, demand this and demand that, and, say you can't do this and you can't do that. Well, I'm kind of the opposite. I'm asked for something, I'll say, yeah, go ahead, or I'll find a way to make it happen. Though people don't realize what I have to go through to make that happen, because it's a lot of work. You know, I got to sacrifice even more. I sacrifice enough to be on the road away from my family. It's a lot of sacrifice. You know, it's a lot of loneliness out here by myself in a box where I spend most of my time. That's what we do. That's what we got to do to help this country roll, help our family roll. But sometimes it just gets to be much. It'd be nice to have that little boost of morale, you know, behind us to let me know that, you know, people appreciate what you do. That makes it worth it. That makes you do it that much more. Try that much harder. If we don't get that, then we're like, why are we doing this? What are we doing this for? You know, nobody appreciates it, so why should I? You know, it gets that way. Just remember, you know, even a foundation needs help from time to time, needs a little repair, repatch. You know, you get cracked foundations, you got to have somebody come in there and just kind of help smooth it up a little bit, give it a little bit of attention, and get it right back up where it goes again. That's how we are. We don't need much to keep that stuff foundation and keep holding stuff up. But we do need it from time to time. We don't show it. We might say, we're all right. Yeah, we're fine. We're doing okay. Most generally, no, we're not. We got more things going through our brain than most people could even imagine. And, you know, we're balancing work, we're balancing business, we're balancing family, we're balancing with the kids, we're balancing with grandkids. We got to balance it all out. This person needs this person needs that. You know, your company needs this from you, and your customers want that from you. That's a lot to do, a lot to put on. It is a lot. That's what we got to balance. We get a lot going. My brain goes 90 to nothing so much. There's times I don't sleep at night. I sit up on the edge of my bed, just thinking and trying to figure out how to make it work. Best way to make it work. Get stressed out. But when somebody will ask, you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Things are all right. In all honesty, it's not. Because I'm trying to figure out how to do what I got to do. And it really puts a stress on the person. Mentally, physically. You know, it just helps to have a little bit of support behind what we do. And it would go a long way. It really would. So try to show a little appreciation to that foundation that you have that helps keep you going if you can. And for us people that are foundations, just hang in there the best you can. It's all we can do.